Today is day 3 on the second-hand kitchen build, and the sun is shining at last. I've got the worktops in, brand new from Howden's, as you can see right here. I'm going to start cutting those this morning and fitting them. I'm quite surprised that the edge strips don't come with it, so I've got to go and get on those at some point. The state of play in here currently, like I was saying, I've got to cut the worktops, clear these off, do the hob and the sink cut out today. That's most of my day today. It's not really a full day, but my main aim is to get the worktops on. I still got to work out what to get for the plinths and the end panels and get them quoted and let the customer know what it's going to cost before I buy them. So I might do that tomorrow if I have time to get it all ready. Yeah, I'm also going to today put the worktop in here. I found this panel, there's a white panel somewhere. There it is. A piece of MFC melamine face chipboard. Just the right size from a previous job, so it costs nothing. I'll have one panel against the wall here, and like a 5-foot section of worktop, and a batten on the back, the batten on the wall here to support, so it's all like minimal. You can get a washing machine in there, maybe a dishwasher as well. But as always, the first thing to do today is to get the kettle organised and get the tea on the brew. Now the reason I've done this outhouse section first because it's twofold. One, no more wall drilling, no more dust from the walls and floor. Two, I can put all my tools now onto this work surface and keep the rest of it clear to work on. The third reason is procrastination from doing the main bit. The next thing will be to put this one in, scribe to the wall, cut to length, and then it'll be the big one. So on this worktop, it's nice and tight in the corner here, nice and tight in that corner there, with a gap at the back here about 3mm. What I'm going to do is get my spacer, I'll mark so that 3mm gap on the inside there, take off 3mm from that point to 0, and that'll bring that back nicely and square, nice and parallel. roughly where the sink wants to go, in my opinion. Quite close to the wall, but not too far, not too close to it. Because where the plumbing is down here, it's all in this area. The pipe for the tap is over this side, but the feed for the water, hot and cold taps, is over here. So I'm not sure whether I can get a longer flex, whatever it is, to fit over there, which would be ideal. And the way should work, go down that way. That should work all right. One other concern is that the tap here might be broken. I cannot see how else this bit would have fitted on top of there. It just feels like it's snapped off. So I might need a new tap at some point. There's a new old hob in situ. Plenty of room down here. I'll plug it in somewhere, don't know where. There's your gas main. I might cut a little corner out of this cabinet for the connection to there, just to make it easier for the guy who comes to fit it. Otherwise it seems to fit quite nicely. I brought it forward a bit as well, about 5 mils. It's not central. Managed to avoid this area, so if I box it in the future, I've got to do a weird angle corner bit there, I guess. Square there, and a corner across there, and then straight up. My last thing today I'm going to do, in the last hour or so, is make a panel to fit in here. Sort the fridge doors out as well. That should be drying out by now. Yeah. Maybe get an extension lead to go through the side. Just plug it in for now. So I took that spare door from the old dishwasher unit, cut the stiles off, put some bits on the back to hold it together as a brace, and that's it. That's the infill panel. I'd normally stay here a bit longer for a full day's working, but I've got somewhere else to be today for another job. That's the way it goes sometimes. Plus I've got to do some research into the sink and the plumbing and finding the plinths in stock, all that sort of stuff for tomorrow's job. So I'll be back here very soon to finish off. I'm going to tidy up then as well. And, it's day 4 on the second-hand kitchen build. Not much left to do. Today I'm going to focus on getting the electrics put in, or electrics we call it, put in here for the fridge and the oven. One more extension lead over here for the washing machine that would eventually go down here. I'm going to run a socket, a cable through the corner here up to that socket there. I've got the end caps to go on here. I bought some of these plastic ones that I'll show you in a second. Just over here. Really easy to fit, just cut them to the length you need. The plinths aren't in stock yet, so I can't yet get those and do those in, but I'll come back someday, do that in the future. When the fridge freezer's in place and all, wired in, as far as the carpenter can do, I'm going to put the doors on the unit here to finish that off. That'll be done. Then the last thing I've got to do is fit the sink over here. I had a look online last night. You can buy things called tap tails. They're like long, flexible connections for taps to inlets and outlets of water. So that's all good. They're going to need a new tap for the sink. I told them that's fine with them. They'll sort that out along with the plumber. And unlike yesterday, we're back to the grey dreariness of British autumn winter. That was nice and easy. I did try and remove the back plate of the socket, the extension lead, but it's all kind of complicated stuff for me, so I can't really do all that sort of thing. I did look at the plug as well, but they're fuse plugs. So I've cut that one off. I'm going to have to buy a new one of this wire onto here. And that'll fit in there quite nicely. Yeah, I think we'll feed that through there. Let's see where the oven, how far the oven plug will reach. There we go. Of course, there is no plug on this oven, silly me. It was wired in previously to a socket that's down in this cupboard. Doubt you can see it very well. What I've done instead is taken the cable from the refrigerator itself, the fridge freezer, cut the plug off, fed it through that hole. I can go straight into here when I get a new plug on the end. And of course I realised it's much easier to fit the doors before we put the fridge in and make the adjustments that need be than it is to try and adjust them afterwards, because you just cannot get a screwdriver in there. It's pretty rusty, these hinges. The only slight issue now is the need to relieve some of this material here to allow for the fixings for the sink. And that should be it, a bit here as well maybe. Maybe a couple of holes would be enough just to get the screws in there. I've only got white silicone sadly, but it's better than nothing. The screws are a bit long, but they're the right diameter. That's me done for one more day, or half day as it was today. I'll come back to you when the plinths are ready to fit the plinths, and then just fit the plugs onto the socket to the the cables for the fridge and things, and any little tidying up jobs. But it's pretty much there. The kitchen is like 98% done. I'm pretty pleased with it as well. for now, this is it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I come back and do the plinths, hopefully in about 2 weeks' time.